In honor of Jim Carolla's 92nd birthday, here's a list of all the things Adam Carolla will do before he dies. Stop a crime by throwing something. When a guy steals a purse and starts running, throw a can of corn football style and knock him out. Just one of the things Adam will do before he dies. Let's get back to the Adam Carolla Show.
Steve O in studio. We're going to do some news.
Yeah, so we're talking about technology and cameras, live streaming. Well, there's this mom. She live streamed her birth recently, and 45,000 strangers watched it.
Her birth.
I mean, the birth of her kid, her fourth kid. So she paid for a professional photographer to capture the moment, just to show that labor isn't scary or gross.
Okay.
And a lot of people tuned in. So I mean, like I think her and Steve-O get along. Steve-O got a vasectomy on camera because she said, "This is my last baby. I just want to get."
You should have live streamed the ceremonial dropping of the load.
Yeah, I'd watch that, right?
Every 432 days, our family gathers around. Right after we light the Yule log, we watch Steve-O. Here's a question. What percentage of people watching were male versus female? We don't know, but what do you think? Now, there are definitely dudes that are into this. I do feel like there's probably more women. I'd like to think that.
That's going to depend on how she distributed the stream.
Yeah, I mean, but also due to lack of midwives, she had to be rushed to the hospital to welcome her daughter. She is a hypnobirthing teacher. So she's kind of been in the industry for a while.
That's screaming more female to me.
Yeah. No, I'm just saying how many dudes, like
dudes
showing up at the nude beach just to check out the titties, not really part of the lifestyle. You know what I mean? Yeah.
Yeah, it's definitely more. I would say 90%, and the guys who are watching just happen to be sitting next to the women. Yeah, it's not really something, because this happens to them. So I'm sure they would want to watch it because they're scared of what might happen to their bodies.
Yeah, this doesn't do it for me. I mean, I personally would not.
Well, I'm thinking because it's another thing with my generation is we are really encouraged to getting vasectomies. Right now.
Are you?
Totally.
Wow.
I mean, obviously when we're ready to, but it's just so because you don't want the girl to keep taking pills or hormones or anything like that. So it's like, hey, why do I have to do all this when you just go in, get snipped real quick,
right,
and then we're done?
It is really easy. It is super easy. But I feel that for getting a vasectomy, am the minority. I feel like most people are like, oh my God, why would you do that? And my answer is very simple. I have problematic DNA. I am very bearish on the world and the mega threats that we're facing. I just like to have my own life.
Right.
So I'm selfish.
What's your problematic DNA? You're talking about the addiction?
Yeah, on my mom's side of the family, it's 100% of the family tree. Like,
oh, really?
Yeah, it does not skip a generation, doesn't skip a sibling. Like, it's 100%.
Well, was your mom an alcoholic when you were growing up?
Yeah, big time.
Big time?
Yeah, big time.
Well, how did it manifest itself for you?
I mean, every member of my mom's side of the family is literally dead from alcoholism.
So it's a big part of their DNA.
So yeah, it's just tough, And I think it's probably more just about the mega threats. I feel like that for my parents, a university diploma meant placement in a career of their choosing. For my generation, not so much. It was considered helpful but expensive. And now it's like you're just mired in debt, and what does it even do?
Yeah.
So the dwindling opportunity, the growing disparity of wealth, the mega threats that we face. I just don't want it on my conscience that I created a person to deal with all that. If I did feel compelled to raise a child, I would want to adopt a child so that I can take an existing situation and improve that, rather than create a new situation that's just a struggle.
Is that on the table, adoption?
I don't think so. My lady and I, we just want to have an animal sanctuary.
Oh, right.
Tons of animals.
Gators.
Yeah, right.
All right, what else do we got? Sorry, I want to kill myself now.
Oh, sorry.
I got kids. I feel bad.
So Hall & Oates.
Oh, man.
They are embroiled in a confidential legal battle that has led to Daryl Hall getting a restraining order against his former music partner,
Good.
John Oates.
I knew this would come one day. Vindication.
Okay, wait. I saw on TMZ this morning, Hall is suing Oates.
Yeah, well,
over music royalties is what it seemed like.
Mm-hmm.
Right. I mean, as far as the restraining order, there's not much publicly available. But yeah, I mean, Hall has gone on to diminish the collaborative aspect of Hall & Oates, saying
Hall's the blonde, right? Oates is the
is
brunette
this,
or whatever, right?
Is this a Simon and Garfunkel dynamic where, like, clearly Simon went on to greater heights than Garfunkel?
Yeah, who's the more talented one?
I don't know. I mean, I do feel like Hall does. Sorry, I got a cold. Speaking of Halls, Papa lozenge.
Could be the
but
Valley Fever.
I think Hall seems to do his music at his house and brings his friends over to vibe and riff. And I know it's a TV show, but it feels to me, you know, when somebody goes, "Oh, I love," you know, they pick a name, you know, Paul Abdul or something like that. You know, I'll go, there's some people aren't actual musicians, and it's the same with comedy. If a guy's a comedian and it's in his blood and it's what he does, then he'll be up on a Tuesday night in front of a half full room at some club you never heard of, just working shit out, because that's what he does. The musicians are like, this guy's a musician, but he never plays and hasn't toured in 5 years. It's like, well, maybe you're not that into it. Maybe it's not really your thing. So Daryl Hall definitely does his thing.
Yeah,
so
he exercises that muscle.
Say that, yeah.
He even went on Bill Maher's podcast saying, "You think John Oates is my partner? He's my business partner, not my creative partner." So, I mean, he definitely has a bone to pick.
Yeah, well,
okay, so
the comedian, I just got off the road, and the comedian that went on in front of me, the song they were brought up to was "Maneater," and it bugged the shit out of me the whole weekend. I didn't get involved, but that fucking song is so offensively bad that it makes me violent. It
was a guy that was brought up?
Makes me angry, yeah.
Because if it was a girl, oh, here she comes.
It's so bad. It's just, the fact that we have to hear it nonstop is insane. Like, when I am making an argument to aliens about what the fuck is wrong with our society, if it's under 3 minutes, I won't bring up Maneater. But if it's over 5 minutes, I'm bringing up Maneater. I'm going, there's a horrible, horrible, insulting song that we cannot stop playing. Everyone here on Earth has to hear it. And most of the Dumbos think they like it, which is now we're getting some really dangerous territory. Fucking Maneater.
Well,
I hope
you won't
they
hear it live for a
sue each
while.
other till they're both fucking flat broke.
Okay, so Hall is suing Oates, and Hall has a restraining order against Oates.
Yeah.
It would seem like one of those things would be coming from either side,
But
not
it's all
both.
Yeah, that's interesting.
Yeah.
So he's basically saying, I wrote all the songs, I should get all the royalties or something like that.
Yeah, he said, I did all the harmonies, that's all me. You know, Oates isn't credited as a songwriter on Kiss My List, but he's listed as a co-producer, and Hall's like, whoa, I did all of it.
Mm-hmm.
It sounds like somebody agreed to something that they shouldn't have agreed to. I mean, how do you get this many years removed from
That's
it?
right.
So what? Like, what's right didn't happen, but what was agreed to got signed.
Yeah.
Sounds like, I mean...
Something must have triggered this event.
You know what might... Nah, nothing's worse than Maneater, but adult education is as bad because they came up with the title before they came up with the actual song. Adult education is a real piece of shit.
But then again, all those kids in the Pink Floyd song. Yeah.
And they tried to give you cauliflower ear.
Yeah.
Recently.
Right.
All right, who wrote either? And there's one other horrific song they have, which, by the way, the only thing that really gets me about Hall & Oates is people love their shitty songs more than they love their good songs, and that just fucking angers. You know who made a spirited defense of Maneater? Jimmy Kimmel.
Wow.
Now he was.
I could see Jimmy liking Maneater.
He doesn't like it. This was just us arguing. It's like when I told him they gotta make yogurt with fruit in the middle. Fuck fruit at the bottom. You got to dig it. Goes all the way up your spoon. Gets all the shit up the spoon. Go fruit in the middle. Someone should do fruit in the middle instead of fruit at the bottom. And he's like, wouldn't work. I was like, why not? Because it all just sink down to the bottom anyway. I was like, no, it wouldn't. You just put a inch and a half of yogurt at the bottom, put the fruit in, and then put an inch and a half at the top. It's like, never worked. But at a certain point, I realized we were just arguing.
Sure.
Which everyone will do when they share an office with someone just to like pass the time. So I don't think he actually likes Maneater. I just think we were arguing.
Okay. Well, you're going to have to come up with a new strategy to find out who's worse, because I think it's probably all papered this way. It's Daryl Hall and John Oates.
No.
And then someone named Sarah Allen is also credited.
Yeah, I mean, I just don't see how that happens without it being committed to contract.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It sounds like he's piping up after the fact, saying, "Hey, man, come on, dude. Like, I shouldn't have. I signed it, but it wasn't right."
I wonder if Sarah Allen was inspired Sarah Smile, which is a good song that they have. They were a band that was ruined by the 80s. They were fine with the 70s, but anyway. All right. So what? Good.
Yeah.
Good.
Bummer.
Let them never perform together again.
Unless they get offered an insane amount
She
of
was
money,
in a
right?
long-term relationship with Daryl, so most likely that is Sarah Smile.
Oh,
I should
love
have been a fucking
triangle.
detective. I should have been a detective.
So Jim Irsay is trending right now because he's on Real Sports, and he was doing an interview with Andrea Kramer, and he was talking about his 2014 arrest for driving under the influence. And
The coach.
yeah,
Yeah.
or the owner, Colts owner.
Oh, Colts owner.
Yeah.
Sorry. Okay. He's not a household name. That's what
Oh,
I'm
right,
saying.
right,
So
sorry. Yes.
Set the table.
Yeah, owner of the Colts, 64 years old. So he was arrested in 2014, and here's what he had to say of why he was arrested.
Killers?
I mean, I'm not saying that. It's a fact.
So why did you plead to the misdemeanor?
Just to get it over with. Look, I am prejudiced against because I'm a rich white billionaire. If I'm just the average guy down the block, they're not pulling me in. Of course not.
Do you know what it's going to sound like if people hear you say they're prejudiced against a rich white
I don't care
billionaire?
what it sounds like. It's the truth. I don't, Andre, I could give a damn what people think, how anything sounds or sounds like. The truth is the truth, and I know the truth.
Yeah. So
Love this guy. By the way, I've told you this is fuck me money. Fuck you money is I got enough money. I'm not settling. We're going to the lawsuit. Like I could afford an attorney, but fuck me money. You just fucking say whatever. Say
Yeah.
Elon Musk has fuck me money. These
Fuck us
guys
money.
have so much fuck me money, which is so much better than fuck you money.
Yeah.
That they can say whatever the fuck they want. And
You know
by the
what
way,
that
he's
was?
100% correct.
Yeah, you know what that was?
Get some asthma.
Congratulations.
Get out of here!
Now get on that other field and have some asthma.
Also, I don't like when people get really sanctimonious about shit. Like let's put it to you this way. 0.08 is easy to surpass. No one knows that like Steve-O. He farts
Right.
and he's at 0.07, you know. Anybody who has 3 or 4 beers after the game or after the holiday party, whatever, anyone can get a DUI. And I'm not, now when you get multiple DUIs, we got a problem.
Right.
And I'm not condoning it. I'm just saying we shouldn't all go, oh my God, like it could happen to any professional, anybody's responsible. Like everyone has been in a situation where that shit has happened.
Correct. However,
And we shouldn't overjudge them.
However, of people who get one DUI, those people are like 80% chance they're going to get another one.
Yes.
Like they're
Repeat offender.
I get it, but Andrea, start with the attitude on my second DUI. That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
That's
okay.
all. I'm saying all I'm saying is we're making it like it's a big news thing, like what happened, and you pled. First off, people plead guilty to shit all the time just to get it just to bring it down and go away.
Yeah.
Kind of thing. I mean, she shouldn't be such a sanctimonious bitch about it. But his answer is 100% correct.
Right,
Good.
and my question is, if the DUI happened in 2014, why are we talking about this now? Like, that is a very recent...
Yeah, everything's
Yeah.
a gotcha. Everything's
Exactly,
gotcha.
yeah.
Well, I'm going to hear it
Well,
again. This guy's my
The
hero.
police department in Carmel, Indiana, was very upset about this comment.
Fact.
So why did you plead to the misdemeanor?
Just to get it over with. Look, I am prejudiced against because I'm a rich white billionaire. If I'm just the average guy down the block, they're not pulling me in. Of course not.
Do you know what it's going to sound like if people hear you say they're prejudiced against a rich white
I don't care
billionaire?
what it sounds like. It's the truth. I don't, Andre, I can give a damn what people think, how anything sounds or sounds like. The truth is the truth, and I know the truth.
Oh, all right. I'm going to modify. I like him. I'll modify my opinion a little bit. Then we'll pull up anybody, like celebrity, rich guy, migrant, Mexican. Most of the Mexican guys I did construction with had like 5 DUIs.
Yeah.
Like back in the day, wasn't even a fucking thing. And they should get a cultural pass.
Irsay also told Kramer that he has gone to rehab for addiction 15 times and once nearly died of an overdose.
This is the same billionaire?
Yeah.
Wow.
Man, but it's managed to make a lot of cash.
Well, I heard it was inherited. I have to double check, but
yeah, usually when you have billionaire with tons of addiction, you don't have super successful business plan. You know what I mean? So it makes sense that someone may have dropped the team off to him.
yeah.
All right, Jim Quick, he's a brain coach. He's an author. He's a really interesting guy. Is due to join us shortly.
Yeah,
Should
personal
we-
trainer for the mind.
Yeah, has a lot of really interesting clients. Let's see. Novak Djokovic. Was Novak the one who wouldn't take the vaccine?
Yeah.
Fucking good on
Still-
him, you
still
fucking
kills it.
assholes. Apollo Ono, Quincy Jones,
A-Rod.
A-Rod. Very interesting guy. All right. Let's see. Should be just a minute. Oh, so people are going to take a minute. All right. So let's do one more if people are going to take a minute.
I saw something, a tweet not long ago that really kind of put the coronavirus mask debate to bed for me.
Okay.
The tweet was, somebody said, farts go through boxer shorts and jeans.
That's
Like,
true.
what's a mask gonna do? And I was like, okay, I'm done.
It
I'm
certainly
happy.
it certainly puts the gator out of business. That's for fucking sure. Yeah, and by the way, if that paper mask worked on farts, then every time I was on public transportation, I'd be rocking it, and that would have started in the 80s.
Right.
Yeah, and I'd encourage everybody to wear masks on their buttholes.
That's right.
Yeah.
Oh, that's
Yeah.
right.
Yeah, some fart suppressors.
I just wish that tweet came out like
You're so fucking right. All right, let's take a break. I'm going to say goodbye to Steve and give him a plug.
Yes.
Steve-O's bucket list. It's you can order it now. It's steveo.com. And
it's
what?
really, really something special, man.
Yeah.
It sounds
Congratulations.
amazing.
Thank you.
Steveo.com is where you go. Steve, always great to catch up with you.
Hey, man, always good to see you, and thank you for the support, the love. I'm a huge fan, always have been, and it's great to be here.
Well, thank you.
Yeah.